Do you know the difference between the main three keyboard events? That is the key down, the key up, and the key press events. The key down event is triggered when you press down a key, and the key up event is triggered when you release that particular key. And the key press event is a bit different. It will be triggered only when you press an alphabet or a number. For example, if you are pressing a tab or a arrow key, the key press event will not be triggered. So let's create an HTML5 program to understand the difference between these three events. That is, when these three events will be triggered and in what order the events will be triggered. We will see all those things. So open your favorite text editor. I'll be using Komodo Edit. You can use any text editor you want. Then open a new HTML template. Okay. Now the basic template is here. Change the title to Keyboard Events. Then what we are going to do is we will create a text box, and when the user presses a key, based on the events triggered, we will change the color of a table cell. So first we need a text box. Enter the input. Input type is equal to text and ID is equal to, say, text1. I also need a line break after this. Next, I am going to add a table with 3 separate rows, one for key down, second for key up, and the third for key press event. We will have 3 columns, one to display the name of the event. The second one is to change the color of the cell. That is, when the key down event is triggered, the corresponding cell's color will be changed, and same for the key press and key up events. And in the third column, we will display the value entered inside the text box. So let me create a table first with border is equal to 1px, and I want to set the width for each column. So call width is equal to 100. For the second column, I want it to be 200. And for the third column, let it be 100 again. Next, we need to add the heading. So first, let it be tr, th. Let the first heading be the event, that is the name of the event. For the second heading, let it be the action, because we are going to change the color. And the third cell, the heading be value. Next, we need to have 3 separate columns, one for key down, another for key up, and the third for key press. And for the first column, we will write the name of the event. In the second column, we will now keep it empty because we are going to change the color. And also the third column will be empty now, which will be populated only when the event is triggered. So tr, first td, let it be key down event. Second one is empty, but we are going to set an ID for this so that we can access it. Similar for the third cell also, td, id is equal to, say, down val, because we are going to set the value of the value inside the text box. We need to have 2 more rows similarly. So I am going to copy and paste this and create the corresponding rows for key press and key up. Now I have created 2 more rows. One is for key up and the second is for key press. Now the table is ready. Next, we need to have the script section. Script type is equal to text/JavaScript. Close it. and I'm going to add the event listener for the 3 different events, that is key down, key up and key press. Let me add it inside the window.onload. So document dot get element by id text1 dot add event listener. Let the first event be key down. Then we need to specify the function that is going to be called. Let it be key is down, and the third argument is false. Do the same for the other 2 events as well. Now we have the event listener for all the 3 events. Next we need to write the functions key is down, key is up and key is press functions. So function key is down, then function key is up, and function key is press. Next, what we are going to do, inside the key is down function, we have to change the color of the down cell to red, and inside the key is up function we will change the color of the cell up, and inside the key is press function we will change the color of the press to something else. So let's make it something like a traffic signal with red, yellow and green color. So inside this document dot get element by id down dot style dot background color is equal to red, so let me save the file. I'm going to save it in my desktop. Let it be events. Okay, save the file and let's see how it works. So minimize this one. Here is the file. Right click, open with Google Chrome. We have the file. Now enter something. Oh, we are not able to see the difference. See, first it became red, yellow and green, but again and again when we enter the key we are not able to see the difference. So what we should do, once the color is changed, we will make the color in the other 2 cells to white, so that we will be able to see the difference, that is which event is triggered on which key down or key press or key up event. We will be able to differentiate. For that, go back and inside this key down function we will make the up and press cells to white. So copy this and what is the code for white? It is #FFFFFF. Again for this one also shift one, copy, paste, and inside keys up we will make press and down to white. Now save the file. Again refresh. Now enter things. See which event is triggered first. Key press is triggered first, then followed by key down and key up events. Now try to press the arrow key. You could see that only the key down and key up events are triggered. See, key down, key up. But if you press a number, key press, then key down, and finally key up event is triggered. Next, we have to have values in the value column. So for that, document.getElementById downval dot inner HTML, because we are setting the value of a table cell, is equal to document.getElementById, the text1 dot text. Sorry, not text, it is value. We can copy and paste this. Here it is upval, and here it is pressval. So save the file and refresh the browser. Enter A. See, I am entering arrow key. That is why you are not able to see any value in the value box. Again I am entering 5, again 5, O, again arrow key. See, when you press arrow key, you are able to see only key down and key up events. Key down, key up, key down, key up. And when you press P, see, you can see key press and key press, key down, key up, key press, key down, key up. Okay. So I think this makes the difference between the three events clear. See you in the next tutorial. Bye.